Okay, we're going to do something a little bit different today. I know what you're thinking. Oh my god, it's the first pantsless riff. Actually, no, I do those all the time. I just don't bother to tell you about them. No, today I'm going in completely blind. No scripts, no preparation. And we're just going to see what happens. Lorna Gray, I could probably say something funny about her if I, oh boy. I didn't notice Steve Rogers' name as a character at the beginning of this. Was I just not paying attention at the time? Well, how much do you charge to haunt a house, John? Well, look, Cap rides a motorcycle. I distinctly remember him doing that in the strips that I used to read in the 1970s, so already this is authentic Marvel as far as I'm concerned. You got a guy named English directing Captain America? Ugh. Oh wait, I think I already riffed this one with Ian. Oh, that's good news, although I will have to pay him half the money.
This is the voice of the Scarab, Wilson. I command you to drive your tower over the cliff.
Yeah, I have put that on so many insurance claims. The Scarab made me do it.
The Scarab is speaking to you, Evans. You have reached the end. You will walk to the window and step out into eternity.
Wait, isn't this the plot of the pilot episode of Spider-Man with Nicholas Hammond from '78?
You are under the power of the Scarab, Jackson. Your weapon is in the right-hand drawer of your desk.
I know where it is! So the Scarab's main ability is mansplaining?
Jackson, well-known attorney, is another link in the chain of mysterious crimes known as the Purple Death Murders. In each case, a subtle...
No, I'm not John Hillerman from Magnum P.I. I look like him, but really I'm not.
Hand a jeweled scarab. The scarab, ironically, was the symbol of eternal life among the ancients. It is significant that all of the murdered men were actively or financially connected with a recent scientific expedition into the ancient Mayan ruins of Central America. The authorities are completely baffled, and the mayor has called District Attorney Grant Gardner to appear before a meeting in the office of Police Commissioner Dryden.
So never ever conduct an archaeological expedition if you're a character in a serial, because you will end up being murdered by one of your colleagues, using a name like the Scarab or the Scorpion or something like that.
I do have a definite plan.
And that is?
I'd rather not discuss it now. You'll have to be patient. You remember the commissioner and I have cleaned up crime waves in this town before.
I remember it now that you've reminded me of it, thanks. I'm frankly surprised that I'd forgotten.
If we could only contact him now.
I feel certain that this new crime wave will bring him out of hiding to help us.
Let's call him on the cat phone.
So. We're up against a new type of scientific criminal. One that we'll never find in the usual haunts of crime.
Meanwhile, in the usual haunts of crime...
I tell you, Dr. Maldo, there's a curse on everyone connected with that Mayan expedition.
Or Mayan expedition.
Jackson's gone, and Wilson, and Evans.
Good Evans.
Why, you or I may be the next victim of the Scarab's Purple Death.
My dear Professor Lyman, you're overexcited. Calm yourself. Here, have a cigar.
I'm not evil.
Thank you.
So, Lyman, are you the guy who owned Odie before you gave him to John Arbuckle?
Sit down, Professor, sit down. If there is an ancient curse upon us, this Scarab who invokes it must be peculiarly mercenary. These men you have named are known to have withdrawn large sums of money from their banks just prior to their deaths.
That's true. But I'm not wealthy.
I'm Jack Whitehall's dad.
Other things. Rare jewels, paintings, antiques. He also wants scientific secrets such as you possess.
Or nudes.
Just what do you mean?
The Scarab wants the plans of the thermodynamic vibration engine which you have invented.
How did you find out about my vibrator?
Oh, come on, grow up, Elliot.
The Scarab.
Yes. I'm the Scarab.
Okay, so we can forget about an episode 12 cliffhanger reveal.
My vengeance which is striking at all of you. It was my expedition. I uncovered the secret information and laid the plans which made it successful. And how was I rewarded?
I shall be drowning in
I was made the
top-quality
curator of a
tale.
significant museum. While the rest of you received the fame and wealth that should have come to me. You can't touch that phone.
Can't touch this.
Sit down. For the short time you have to live, your mind is completely under my control. You must obey my commands.
Now roll over. Beg.
You are a slave of the Purple Death.
Purple Death.
That's a Prince album, isn't it?
The fumes from this cigar. I want to know more about the vibrator.
I'm working on a better name.
Processing light and sound waves into a powerful force which will disintegrate any known material.
That could be used by me as a powerful weapon of destruction.
Yes.
Splendid. Where are the plans?
I have plans for your plans.
In the safe.
Write down the combination.
It's not for me, it's for my daughter. She's a big fan of your vibrator. Gabe! And Gabe!
Ruber, you will take Professor Lyman out. He will obey your final instructions.
Yes. Step this way, Professor.
Yes, straight into the industrial shredder.
Farewell, Lyman. You'll find the plans in Lyman's safe. Here's the combination.
Here are the combinations? There's more than one? Is there a safe inside the safe?
And take these Purple Death bombs with you. They'll be silent and effective weapons if anyone interferes.
Yes, sir.
Bombs, but silent bombs. Just want to make sure I've got that right.
This is what we're after.
Just a minute.
It's Captain Albuquerque.
Throw your gun in a corner. You too.
You see, now an action sequence like this gives hope for men like me, with a similar sized paunch to that of Captain America. Although I can't help feeling that the super soldier serum must be a little bit weak tonight. Perhaps his arteries are a bit clogged and it's not flowing as freely as it used to. I'm really not even mad that he doesn't have the wings on the side of his mask. They really serve no purpose whatsoever. These must be those silent explosives everybody's talking about, quietly. Haggard and Sachs must know about these.
Police Commissioner Dryden speaking.
This is Captain America.
What's that?
Yes, I have a picture of Charles Bronson on the wall behind me. No, I don't know why.
Professor Lyman is dead. He stepped off a curb in front of a truck.
Can you stand it?
Triple death accident. Well, at least I've accounted for one of the gang. You'll find his body at Professor Lyman's house. That's all.
So he essentially achieved nothing. Brilliant.
Get me the district attorney's office.
Office of the District Attorney, Gail Richards speaking.
Let me speak to the DA.
Mr. Gardner isn't here now, Commissioner, but I expect to hear from him shortly.
Well, tell him that Captain America's on the job.
Ow!
He just killed one of the Purple Death murderers.
I'll tell him.
But first I have to ascertain whether I know his true identity or not.
Calling Captain America.
Oh, apparently I do.
Come in, Gail.
Commissioner Dryden just told me the news. Do you need any help?
I will as soon as I get back to the office. Have Davis there. I have an important clue for him to analyze.
Right. He'll be here.
This stuff is distilled from the cypripedium, a little-known orchid. Highly concentrated as fumes form a deadly poison. Which
Dial it
goes
back a
to
bit,
slug
Davis.
in space.
Were you Jim Carrey's dad or something? You're all over the place. Less is more.
One whiff is enough.
Do florists have this cypripedium plant?
A few might. It's very rare.
Fine. We'll trick the guilty one into showing his hand. Gail, you and I will visit the dealers in rare flowers in the morning.
Yeah, that sounds like something that a DA and his staff would probably
From
do.
the district attorney's office.
Yes, Miss Richards.
We're trying to identify the plant from which this liquid was extracted. It may help in a criminal investigation.
And hurry, please. I'm late for my Katharine Hepburn lessons.
Sorry, I can't identify it.
Thank you.
This isn't even the real perfume. Gail just farted into a bottle. She's kind of a prankster.
No, I don't recognize it.
Thank you very much.
No, this isn't the same set from a different angle for a third time. Why would you even think that?
May I help you, miss?
I'm from the district attorney's office. I have a plant extract which we're trying to identify with a murder investigation.
It's Dabney Coleman without his moustache.
Miss, I'm afraid I won't be able to help you.
Oh, I see you do know what the Purple Death Bomb is.
You fooled me all right, but it isn't going to do you any good. Get in there. Don't talk, move.
I've heard you talk and it's really quite annoying. We have guests and the place is such a mess.
Well, this dame's wise to our setup. Turn around here. Tie her up.
Oh, shoot her, you know, just putting that out there. Plus you're in a room full of poisons. A tidy villain is an efficient villain. George Zuko.
Yes, speaking.
The girl from the district attorney's office just came in. She had one of our purple death bombs and tricked me into showing my hand.
She saw my hairy palms.
Have plenty of the extract? Use it.
Oh yeah, I suppose I could have done that this whole time. I'm starting to wonder what the point of the whole Captain America double identity really is, since he basically does the same things in both roles.
Yes, sir. I'm the district attorney. Miss Richards was to meet me here. I haven't seen her. I'll wait outside.
He was easily convinced. Oh, if only Captain America were here to save him.
Take me to Miss Richards.
Or to your leader. I'm flexible.
Get on the other side of the room.
Ah, all tied up, Miss Richards, and it's not even a Sunday night.
This contains the Purple Death. Drop that gun or we'll all die.
Taking kind of a chance there, Grant.
The brilliant action of Grant Gardner, the district attorney, has exposed the source of the Purple Death poison. The cypripedium orchid from which it was derived will be destroyed wherever found. Mr. Gardner is conducting a searching investigation into the affairs and acquaintances of Professor Lyman.
Holy crap, a searching investigation. Those are the worst kind.
I've just come from the district attorney's office. He's questioning all the survivors of the main expedition.
He doesn't suspect us.
No, he's just doing it for shits and giggles.
But we have something else to worry about. We are not the only ones who know the secret of Lyman's dynamic vibrator.
Okay, come on, we've got a lot of episodes ahead of us.
Worse than that. There's a working model which Lyman and his assistant Gregory constructed at Professor Dodge's laboratory. The district attorney is taking some technicians there tonight to see a demonstration and learn all about it.
But if they learn how it works,
then my secret weapon will no longer be a secret. And someone will ultimately devise another machine to counteract it.
Everyone will have a vibrator.
Model and Gregory must be destroyed tonight.
That won't be difficult. The directions with these plans show how to step up the power of the machine so high that it'll destroy itself, along with the building and everyone in it.
That is one fatal vibrator.
on the job again.
We know that Captain America gets information through the office of the district attorney. All I need do is to give the district attorney a tip about the scarab that will send Captain America off on a false scent. And that I have arranged to do tonight.
Or I could have done it earlier when I was at the district attorney's office.
This is Eddie, Mr. Gardner. I've got a hot tip on those Purple Death killings.
Wow!
Can you come over? I'm afraid to leave here.
Because of my hot tip and all.
204 in the arcade rooming house.
All right, I'll be right over.
What's he got?
A tip on the scarab. I'll have to see him.
I don't like it, Grant. It might be a trap.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
I'll go as either myself or Captain America. There really is no discernible difference.
As soon as I've seen Eddie.
It's the Captain America mobile.
Well, your phone call worked, all right. Here comes Captain America.
But I phoned the DA.
That's right.
Is the Mission Impossible theme trying to start in the background?
Showed up as we expected. Well, you served your purpose, Eddie.
He's the politest superhero of them all.
Come on in. Come on in.
Come on in some more. Use your shield, Cap. Luckily his paunch absorbed most of the bullets.
Start talking. Who's your boss?
Who's your daddy?
I don't know his name. Stop, the 2 bullets left.
Yes, I'll hit one presently.
Wait, I'll talk. His name is Maxim.
You've probably read his magazine.
Keep talking.
He wanted to get you out of the way. They're pulling a big job at the office of a guy named Dodge. I don't know what it's all about.
Well,
Alfie? Exactly the same font as the Drummond Museum from earlier on. That's the real crime in this serial, graft.
Good evening, Mr. Gregory.
Good evening, Miss Richards.
Mr. Merritt and Mr. Norden are here to witness your demonstration of the vibrator.
Oh, yes, the DA telephoned me. I'm glad you came. I alone know the secret of this machine, and it's a heavy responsibility. So, come this way, please.
So, who volunteers to use the vibrator first? Yes, we're renting out the old Ming the Merciless place.
First, I'll show you how the machine works, and then I'll explain its construction. In a few minutes, we'll have generated sufficient power to destroy this miniature structure.
Took my kid weeks to build. Shame, really.
Now, if you'll step this way, you will see the result of the demonstration.
But then again, I don't think he's really mine. Spider-Man went plain clothes tonight. I mean, they could just have picked the lock. Wow, it has the power to destroy small models.
That's true. And when the the plans were stolen from Professor Lyman, they contained instructions for stepping up the machine's power to 100 million volts.
No model in the country is safe.
A 20-story building like an eggshell.
Gregory's right, gentlemen.
Yeah, Gregory's always right. I'm really bored of Gregory.
We have directions here, and we'll give you a demonstration of what this machine can do to this building. Now, the first one who starts anything gets it.
And by it, I mean tickets to Alton Towers.
Set the control panel.
You can't get away with this.
Now get into the other room, all of you.
We're going to be alone with the vibrator for a while. You're going to hear some strange noises.
Before we wreck this building, I want all of Professor Dodge's papers. Open that vault. I said open that vault.
I trust you have the combinations. So where's Cap's motorcycle? The title sequence is lying to me.
Get him.
Ah, Narnia is less interesting than I thought it would be.
Get in the vault, all of you.
This is murder.
That's right. Wholesale murder.
It's cheaper that way. We're a very budget-conscious criminal organisation.
All set. Start it up. I'll get the car ready for our getaway. Now don't leave until you're sure the machine is running okay. Right.
If that machine builds up to its full power, this building will collapse in a cloud of dust.
Or at least a model of it will. Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed. Is he just going round in circles? Now you'd think if anybody was going to climb up to get in secretly, it would be Captain America.
Hold it.
Captain America.
What's happening in there?
Who's doing all that banging? Gale, I assume.
Get over there.
Ugh. I'm starting to think that he just likes to have guys pile on top of him. I mean, no judgment, but, you know, lives are at stake. Also, I can't help feeling that the eye holes are uneven in his mask. If I do another episode of this, that's really going to bug me. Wasn't that an early Monty Python sketch? Come on, out the same window. Shame to waste it. Let's see Cap fall all the way to the ground, and then we'll have a recap in which he actually never came close to the window at all. These guys are just lousy with guns. Lousy in the sense that they're terrible shots, and also that they have lots of them. Are you as turned on as I am right now?
Do any of you know the combination?
Yes. Set point at 0. Left to 17. Right to 61.
Alternatively, you could just tell me to switch the machine off.
The vibrator. If it isn't shut off, the building will collapse.
Get out.
Kind of weird that I didn't think of mentioning that first. Oh, hello. Well, that's another story. Now this is way more impressive a cliffhanger than this serial deserves. Oh, I'm sure he's fine. Let's meet up again next week's episode. Mechanical executioner? So like a fembot or something like that? I look forward to it.